conferences. Yes, I love conferences. I can't get enough of that instant feeling of camaraderie that you get when you're at a conference. This past weekend I spent at the AWP conference in Boston, AWP being the Association of Writers and Writing Programs, and I have to say, it was extremely refreshing. I went in not really knowing what to expect. I went to register the day before and my first impression was, this might be a little pretentious. But I learned that pretentious looks may be deceiving. I don't necessarily understand poetry, but I like it, except for when people are yelling at me. What? Just me? The people that I admire are not as scary or intimidating as I think they are. They're actually quite nice. People like to tell you about the stuff they're working on. They like to sell you books. They also like to give you free things of the pin, bookmark, temporary tattoo variety. And after parties have less to do with writing and more to do with a general sense of community and beer. And finally, I learned you can never buy too many books, and I have never been prouder to consider myself a quote-unquote writer. Because it's pretty amazing what all these people are doing. The conference was mostly made up of a lot of students, a lot of people in MFA programs, since, you know, it's the Association of Writers and Writing Programs. So it's a lot of people who are just spending their time thinking a lot about their work and trying to get published and just trying to be a part of this community that is so vast. I think that the expo hall with the book fair was probably the best example of how huge things are within this community. It was just like all these different publishers and journals, and it just like went on, and like it wasn't even the really huge publishers either. It was a lot of small presses, but it's just, there's so much. There's so many different venues. In an era where a lot of people are asking the question, do we need another literary magazine? Do we need another small press? And I think that the answer, of course, is yes. I mean, don't get me started on Amazon. We will be here all day. But I think those small presses and those literary journals are what really keeps this community of writers going, and it really exhibits how great writing can be. And I honestly have read some of the best short stories in these kinds of anthologies and journals, and I think the world would be worse without them. And I won't lie that it was extremely refreshing to meet that many people who were so enthusiastic about writing and literature, especially since it's been mostly me talking to myself about my own, and occasionally talking to friends about my work, but for the most part it's just me going ah. And it was really nice to talk to other people about it as well, even strangers, people I didn't know that well, just to get a feel for what the rest of the landscape is like. And the whole conference vibe got me very excited for my next conference adventure in August. Basically what I'm saying is conferences give me hope about the stuff that I care about. Because there are other people out there that care about the same stuff that I do, that are willing to travel across countries, to fly, to walk to conference centers, to get together with other people who care about that stuff and talk about it. I guess it just gives me hope for the future. Until next time. Bye. Did you see me almost fall out of the frame there? Yeah, that's happening.